I'm here at Cards HQ and I've got 40 cards that I'm looking to sell. I'm going to show you the entire process step by step. Come with me. Hey everyone, welcome back to another Market Movers video. My name is Tyler Nethercott, better known as Teapot, and this week I've got some cards to sell. I just bought a new car this last weekend. I kind of had to make a decision whether to keep the old one or go for a new one, and now I need some money. I'm gonna show you how easy this process can be, both working with Cards HQ as well as, of course, using Market Movers. And as you're watching this video, keep in mind, I'm using a feature that's it's part of every tier in Market Movers. It's gonna be our featured card search and our sales history search. The process is painless, and you can get Market Movers as low as $7.99 a month per month using code DIVE. Go to marketmoversapp.com, use code DIVE. The starter plan gets you all the access to the features I'm gonna show you today. You can actually sign up for an annual plan for $100, and that works out to about $667 a month. So obviously, I'm a big fan of Market Movers, and it's incredibly useful when you wanna sell your cards and you wanna comp them out. So I'm gonna walk you through this whole process, and I'll show you these. So I'm gonna start out here with this really awesome E-Topps Dwayne Wade autograph card. These are a limited edition of 2000. All right, so I'm gonna go up to the quick search in the app, and I'm gonna type in Wade, E-Topps, auto. Just starting out that simple. We'll go to sales history. I'm gonna switch over here, and you'll see here's the card right here. So this card hasn't sold since last summer, and I can tell you on this one, I bought it at a show a few years ago. I definitely paid more than $87 for this card, so it stings a little, but you know what? As you're looking at your collection, as you're curating over time, you realize some cards just don't fit within your collection, or they don't speak to you the way that they used to. I'm gonna be really interested to see where Ryan comes in with the valuation on this card. I'll log that it was $77 last August. So the next card that I've got here is a John Smoltz Topps Tribute Auto. This is numbered 250. Smoltz does really well selling here in the shop, so I imagine that they'd be excited to have this one. So I'm gonna put in Smoltz Tribute 50, and then we'll sort of see what comes up. You don't even have to be super precise with this. If I look at the year, let's take a look at that. This one's from 2016. So anytime the year is older, you probably wanna put that in because they're not gonna sell as frequently. And here's a copy of this card for $28. That comp is from March. I'm just gonna go with that and put in $28. I've got a Jorge Masvidal auto, and this was a card that was a promo from the industry conference. So I'm gonna put in Masvidal, and I'm gonna put in Panini auto, and let's see what comes up right out of the gate. All right, so here it is, $30, and actually this card sold really recently, sold June 26th, so I feel pretty good about that price. Continuing on, I've got a Torrey Holt, and this one is from 1999. This is an autograph out of SP. I'm gonna put in SP auto, and then let's do 1999. There's one for $18 here. There was another one for $24. There was another one for $30. You know, condition can play a factor. I'm gonna split the difference, and I'm gonna value this card at $25. So this one is from UD Authentics Encore. So I'm gonna keep Holt in the title, and that is from 1999 as well. That one looks like it sold here for $54. There are some other sales though here. Looks like $40, $45, $50. Was selling for cheaper back last year. Interesting that it's gone up. Maybe I missed a Hall of Fame announcement. It's possible. So I'm actually gonna put this one, I'll throw it at $40, play it conservative. We'll see where Ryan comes in with that. And I'm gonna let him go through all of these cards himself. So this will be really fun to compare and kind of talk through how he came up with some of those valuations. All right, I opened a couple of retail boxes of Select Basketball. I pulled a couple of raw Wembys, and in this case, I know we have this card in our database, so I'm gonna put in Select, and then Wembenyama, and then we'll do raw, and we'll do blue, and then we'll see what this comes up. And this is not the Prism, this is just the blue retail. So this card here, selling for about $6 to $8. I'm gonna put $7 on that one, and then let's look for the Premier level as well. This is the other one, so that one's about $10. So I'll do 7, and then I'll do 10 on the Premier level. Now here's an interesting one. I actually pulled this out of a pack. If you go back on our Sports Card Investor channel, I hit this in a box that Jeff let us open. These cards are actually somewhat rare, but they're not particularly exciting to me. Kind of a cool concept on the back. You've got Marcus Camby and Shaq here. So I'm gonna put in Camby, and then I will put in, I'm gonna put to me. You don't even need the 4 or 4, and we'll see what comes up. Looks like this one's $6 to $9. I'm gonna put 8 on this card and we'll keep moving forward. So I've got a Kirby Puckett. This is a Hot Gloves. These were from Flair, and this one, $5.58 raw. You can see when these do gem, makes me wanna like really look at the condition of this card. I didn't realize there was such a gap on this card in terms of the graded value, but I feel like the odds of a card this old selling really well, probably pretty low. I'm gonna put this one at $10. Looks like that recent sale might have been a little bit low and maybe there was a condition note on there. Next up, I've got Griffey. This is Rawhide. Let's do Griffey, Rawhide. Nothing showing up here. Let's go over to sales history. So the way this works, by the way, is you're searching in the quick search. It's gonna start you out on our 3.5 million card database for featured cards. And then if it doesn't find the card yet, if we haven't had a chance to add it yet, it'll switch you over to sales history. Sometimes you have to tap over if it thinks there's a misspelling. And here I can see that card, $7.50. Interesting to see $2, $5. Price is a little bit all over the place. I'm probably gonna throw this one right in the $5 mark for the Griffey. So next up, I've got an As Good As It Gets die cut here of Peyton Manning. So you don't even have to spell out everything. Let's do Good Gets Manning. And then it's gonna switch, let's switch over to sales history. Looks like a recent copy for $15. That's the only one in our sales history database. And that was about a month ago, so that feels like a pretty fair price. Let's do $15. Now this next one's fun, and I'll tell you why it's fun. Kyle Korver. Kyle Korver actually was in the shop in Cards HQ a few weeks ago, I believe with his son. So I'm gonna look this one up and see if there's any matches. And here we go, $8 last year, that's this copy. That actually does seem pretty cheap for that card. Oh well. All right, we got an Ultra Stars here of Jerry Stackhouse. So these are pretty cool. I actually have a Grant Hill of this card, so I'm not in need of the Jerry Stackhouse. Let's do Ultra Stars Stackhouse. And this one is in our database actually. So here's raw, you can see $16, $18, $26. Those are from last year. Most recently, let's just throw $17 on it. Now this next one, this is a Platinum Medallion out of Fleer Ultra. Platinum Medallion. This one is actually serial numbered, $2.99. Platinum Medallions have gotten very popular in the last year. This one is out of 1998-99. So what I will do is I will put in Ratliff, whoops, not Tatliff, Ratliff, Platinum, 99. And we'll see what comes up here. Tough to find copies of these. This one's gonna be really tough to value in general. So here's what I would do in this case. I would do Ultra, and then I'm gonna do 1998. Let's see if we can find any other players who are comparable to Theo Ratliff. So there's a PSA 7 of Dikembe Mutombo, kind of scrolling down. A lot of these have definitely blown up. So I'm actually really surprised to see that this Tim Thomas sold for $11.61. And the reason, it looks pretty beat up unless that's the case, I don't really know. The reason I'm surprised by that is because a lot of these have been selling. Like look at this Jason Kidd. This Jason Kidd sold for $300. Even role players I've been seeing sell for significant amounts of money. Michael Olakawandi. Here's a Chauncey Billups for $81. So this one's kind of an interesting one. Ratliff does have a bit of a cult following. Like look at this, Anthony Johnson. Okay, this one sold on May 24th for $52. I would think this would sell for somewhere around $25, $30. That's what I'm gonna put here. And we'll see what Ryan comes back with when he values that card. All right, next up, I've got an Amari Stoudemire auto here, numbered to $9.99. And this is actually out of Topps Finest. This is a rookie auto, $9.99. So I'm gonna do Finest, $9.99. And then I'll do Stoudemire with an E, Finest, and we'll see what comes up. So we see some graded copies. Okay, here's a raw one from June 6th, $38, $35, $30. Let's say that one's around $35. We got a Topps Gold Label Kobe Bryant out of 1999. Now Gold Label is a kind of funky set. You gotta make sure that you look at the right class on the back. So I'm gonna turn this around, and there is actually a class on here. It says class 1, so I believe this is the most common from Gold Label. Looks like $40. Kobe stuff in these cards sometimes does sell pretty well. Let me make sure I'm looking at the right one. So I see another one for $10. Interesting to see the difference between those to $10, $30, $17. Probably very condition sensitive on these, if I had to guess. I'm probably gonna guess that Ryan's gonna value this one maybe around $15. Let's take a guess and see how we come out with that when he stacks them up. All right, this is another cool one, Grant Hill. So I'm gonna do cut above, and then we'll do retro, because this is out of the Fleer retro set. Looks like, interesting, $136 last year. That's actually more than I thought this card was worth. It's kind of surprising. I'm gonna put 136. We'll see where Ryan comes back on that particular card. Now this next one is actually a Golden Mirror SSP out of Topps. So this is from 2023, and I've still got it in the original top loader that the person used Scotch tape on. That is a big no-no. Do not use Scotch tape to seal top loaders when you mail them. So let's do Dodgers, and I'll do Mirror. I'm gonna do 2023. And this is the card right here. Interesting, $10, $15. I'll put it at $15. Next up, we got a Shohei Ohtani relic out of Heritage. So you wanna look at the year. This is out of 2019 Heritage. Ohtani Heritage. And then I'm gonna switch here because I don't think we have this one in our database. And this is, let's put in relic. And there's the card, Clubhouse Collection, May 19th, $24. Not too bad. Next up, this guy's prices, very hot. Number one on our top 5 cards going up this week. This is Mikal Bridges. Well, let's see, this one's called, I think this is called Fresh Paint. Yeah, this is called Fresh Paint, so I'll do Fresh Paint. And this one is numbered to 199, so it is not the 25. So this one's selling for about $80, but you know what? That's before his blow up lately. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do 80, and then I'm gonna do question marks by this and say plus because he's really hot right now. This next stretch, this is a guy that I'm a huge fan of. I actually have a decent PC of Donte DiVincenzo. I just have always been a fan of his game. He was very cheap back in 2019 when I was buying these products and buying his cards. So I've got 3 different Chronicles cards. I'm gonna do Chronicles first, then I'm gonna do Donte, then I'm gonna do gold to 10 because I have 3 gold to 10 out of Chronicles in different variations. So here's a marquee, and this one sold. I actually have this exact card. So that one's 47. I'm gonna put that down on my sheet. Do 47. Then let's see, this is Majestic, but this one sold a couple months ago, $17, interesting. So when these cards are spread out and they're a little bit obscure like this, sometimes people don't always see them and they don't always find them in these save searches. They can be better to put on fixed price and wait for the right buyer than to run on an auction. But this is Plates and Patches. And then we'll take a look at the last one here too. This was the marquee that I said I found a price for. So if I had to guess, we can probably kind of like average the 3 of those out. We've got a DiVincenzo Copper courtside. So I'm gonna do Donte Copper, and I believe it'll come right up in our featured search. Yes, here it is. That sold a few months ago. It's hard to gauge when these comps haven't sold recently. And it's difficult because we had the playoffs and his stuff went up during the playoffs with the Knicks, and now it's come back down some. But I would expect this card, honestly, to be a little bit more than that. I'm gonna say that this one is $20. This one sells all the time, so we'll have good comps on this. It's a Donte Pink Ice, and do Pink Ice. And we'll take a look at this one. Raw, it's about $8. We're making good progress through the stack. Now, in truth, you don't actually have to do this. You could just bring your cards in and ask Ryan, what will he give you for them? And they're gonna be pretty fair, I can tell you that much. But I like to have, I like to just kind of get a sense. So I'm gonna do Donte 125, and then we'll do red, and you see it comes right up. I don't even have to type in all the details. So I'm gonna scroll down. Where did I miss raw here? $29, $25, seems about right. More DiVincenzo. I'm keeping a lot of Donte for the record. I've got some really cool color matches and autos, but I'm gonna do this one. And let's see here. So there it is, let's do $12. Now this next one I actually have 2 copies of. So this is out of Select. This is a rookie auto out of 2018 Select. And I believe it's the neon green. So let's do Donte Select 99, and then we'll do auto. And here's one, this is from February for $20. I think it's gonna be up a little bit from then, I'm gonna put 30. I'll do ×2. We'll see where Ryan comes back on that one. I've also got, these aren't the exact same card, but they're both out of Contenders Optic. So this is also a rookie auto out of 2018 Contenders Optic. Contenders Optic 99. And here's this one, $76. And then we've got the other one too. We'll see if that's in Market Movers. Looks like it is. So let's do blue, just to narrow the search, and I'll do raw. So we have that one for $76. Okay, so this one's like $55. So let's say that, you know, I see 84. I'm just gonna put them both at 75. All right, the next one is auto out of Optic Choice. This is another rated rookie. Let's do Donte, and then I'm gonna do Choice Optic, and we'll see what comes up here. See if we have the autos in here. Auto. It's gonna switch me over to sales history. And I can see this one sold for $69. That is the same card, $69. On DC Sports Cards, $60, $69. Let's do, let's just do 65. Let's split the difference. Put that one there. Got a Donte DiVincenzo Orange out of Optic, $199. Donte Orange, $199. And here it is, $20. Got a Donte Optic Red Raw here. That's a fast break red, so that one's around $20 too. You can see that one here, numbered to 85. And we are in the home stretch. Got a pink Velocity. People love the pink and black Velocities out of Optic. You can use the serial number to look these up. You can use the set name. So $8.50. That card's definitely worth more than that. I'm gonna say $15 on that one. This is the blue fast break. This one looks like it interesting, hasn't sold in quite a while. Knowing the velocity, I'm gonna put this one at 20. I've got a Donte DiVincenzo Origins auto. Interesting to see $60 and $20 on two sales from last year. All right, I'm gonna say that that one's worth around, let's say $40. We've got a Donte Revolution auto. That one looks like it sold for $46 and $25. Let's call that $35. And then this last one, I'm gonna do a video soon, probably next week, showing you how to comp one-of-one cards, how to comp rare cards, how to try to figure out what they're worth. And that can be a little bit of an art as much as a science. So I've got an interesting one-of-one here. This is a Fernando Tatis Jr. And this is out of Diamond Kings. It's out of Diamond Kings. It's a one-of-one framed. And I know that I paid about $50 for that card a year ago. So I'm gonna put $50 and let's just see how Ryan walks through that process and what he comes back with on that price value. So I've done all my comping here. I've got all my values. I'm gonna total these all up and figure out how much I'm expecting to get. I'll make a decision around cash or in-store credit. Probably gonna go with cash this time since I need to make that first car payment. And we'll let Ryan do his magic and see what he comes up with, and then we'll talk to him. All right, so I'm here in Ryan's office. He's had a chance to go through my cards. We're gonna look at the values, see where we agree, maybe don't agree, where he wants to pay me significantly more. So Ryan, let's talk through this. Let's go through this. I will say, as I approach this, there were a few that didn't have any really good comps, and I wanted to I was curious to get your take on those. Some of the other ones I was maybe, I don't know, a little conservative on the price. Like I'm trying to extort anybody here. I want to support the shop and get my fair share too. So let's walk through this and see what you've got.
We have an awesome collection here, Teapot.
Thank you.
Let's get started with the Kobe Bryant gold label.
Okay, yep. So what'd you have that one at?
I priced it at $20.
Nice. Okay, I'll take it. I put it at 15. There were some comps all over on that one, like kind of high to low. So I'll take. I'll
do 15. 15
no,
sounds great to me.
I'll take 20. I'll take 20. Mikal Bridges, fresh ink. Cool. Let's see. You had that one at 75. I had that one at 80.
So now I got my $5 back.
You did. And you know what's funny about that one is I put plus question mark, meaning like, I think that one would do really well for you right now. I think if I were to list that on eBay, it would do really well because the last comp was before his trade to the Knicks. But 75, we'll call it even. I had it at 80, so we'll square up between the Kobe and that one. I'm not gonna dicker too much over $5.
Next up, we have the Ohtani Heritage Relic.
Yep, let me find that one.
Game used.
Ohtani Relic.
And I had that one at 15.
All right, I had that one at 24. I think there were some sales, 20, 25, 30. would you come up closer on value? And this is, by the way, he's telling me value of these cards, right? So you're gonna pay out at the end, we're gonna come to a total, and then you'll pay out a rate, based on the total value. But would you come up closer to 20 on that one?
I can value them at 20.
Okay, cool.
I can see why you had that there.
All right.
This one's a unique, the next one. This was an awesome idea by Topps.
Yeah.
The SSP Mirror Dodgers team card.
Yep.
They had that bounty for the whole set. That was pretty cool.
That was wild. And somebody completed it pretty quickly, I think.
Yeah.
So you had that one at...
There was a sale at 17.
Okay, yeah, I had it at 15. I think that sounds about right.
Next up, we got Stoudemire. Topps Finest Rookie.
Yep. You got that one at
30.
30. Okay, I had 35. 30 seems pretty reasonable on that one.
This next card, I can't believe you're selling this, Teapot.
I had a rationale for it. I know which one you're talking about here, and this is, of course, the Grant Hill cut above. So when it comes to my PC with Drummond and Grant Hill and others, I tend to kind of refine my focus to the Pistons cards. So there's a Pistons version of this, which is, from the 90s. This is Flair Retro. It's in his Duke jersey. It's a sweet card. I'm sure somebody would want it. Yeah, I had 136. You had 130. That sounds about right.
Yep. I love this insert too.
Yeah, it's a awesome die cut.
All right, next thing we have is the Ultra Stars Jerry Stackhouse.
Stackhouse. Yep.
Had that at 18.
Cool. I had 17, so we're right on line on that one.
Okay. All right, the next one I have is actually one of our customers.
I know. I saw that. I saw the reel. This is super cool. Kyle Korver. This is the autographics, and you had that one at
$8.
That's exactly what I had it at. So, Yep. There were a few comps recently on that one.
As good as it gets. Peyton Manning.
He was about as good as it gets. Yeah. Okay, Manning. Let's see. 15. I had that at 15.
There we go. Ken Griffey Jr. Rawhide.
Rawhide.
Had that at $5.
$5.
$5.
All right. See, this makes it easy. Using data, researching.
Gotta love market movers.
You gotta love it.
Kirby Puckett Hot Gloves.
Kirby Puckett Hot Gloves. What did you have that one?
I had that at 12.
12. I had it at 10. I'll take it. That's another great set. Very popular set with baseball collectors.
2 for me. Marcus Camby.
Yeah, Camby.
0 for you.
0 for you. What'd you have that one at?
5.
Okay, I had it at 8, but there were a few different sales on that one, I think. These are actually pretty sneaky rare, but they're just kind of underwhelming with the design on them. But
this is sneaky rare.
That is sneaky rare.
This is super cool.
Rare.
The E-Tops. I love all the E-Top set.
Yep. Yeah, you don't see those a lot.
That one had a sale at 76.
76. Okay. Yeah. So that's the sale I saw as well. That's a good price on a Wade auto. I was looking through Market Movers actually at all Wade autos. It's about as cheap as it gets. So
I think I might buy this one.
It's a kind of frustrating sale, but like I said in my video when I was comping it, it's like you got to go through the cards you really are attached to, and it's just not one for me. So I'll move on.
Awesome. These Wembies, they sell every single day. This one I had at $11.
Yep. Okay.
And the other one I had at 8.
Okay, yeah, I had 10 and 7, so yeah, the prices are right in that ballpark for those. It's funny thinking about Wade, top 25 player all time probably, and what's the cheapest you could get a Wemby auto for right now? Not $76.
Nope.
No.
Nope, definitely over 1,000.
Yeah.
Would you rather have 10 of these or one of those?
I'll take the Wade auto all day.
All right, next we got Torrey Holt.
Torrey Holt.
We've got 2 different ones.
Yep.
One was 35 and one was 40.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. I had 25 and 40, so I'll take it.
Okay. This had a sale recently as well.
Yep.
Masvidal at 30.
Yep, that's what I had.
It's a really cool card. That's from the Industry Summit.
It is, yeah. Yeah, I got that a few years ago.
John Smoltz.
Smoltz.
This will sell quick here at Cards HQ.
Yep.
That one I had at 28.
Same exact price.
Now, I didn't know you were such a Villanova fan. Or what's going on here, T-Pop?
So I'm a Notre Dame, Michigan fan. Michigan State, sorry. And when Michigan played Villanova in the national championship, Donte had like 20 in the first half. And I was like, yeah, beat him. So sorry, all you Michigan fans. I have a lot of friends who are. But I like his game. I like guys who hustle, who play. He's one of the best off-the-ball defenders in the NBA, so I'm a big fan.
Now he's on the Knicks with the whole Villanova
squad.
It.
I love it. I love it. I know.
The out of 10s I had at 17.
Okay, so that one was like super tricky for me because I saw that kind of price on them, but then there was like a sale on the marquee recently to 10 that was like 47. And I kind of rounded them all. I was like, maybe they're all 25, 20. Would you do 20 on those 3?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we'll just call them 20. which is a nice price on a Donte Gold rookie card. Yeah, I still have several DiVincenzos. I was kind of just consolidating some of them.
Next one is the red disco.
Yep.
Number 2/125.
Okay, red.
That one I had at $35.
35. I had that one at 25, so I'll take it. I'll take 35.
The pink ice I had at 7.
Cool. I had it at 8.
And then the contenders tickets, you had 2. You had the variation and the regular.
Yep.
The regular one is at 76. The variation was at 55.
Let's see, 76. Yeah, that works for me. Yep.
Never seen so many Donte cards in my life.
I was scooping those back in. I believed in him, and these ones have definitely gone up since I bought them. A lot of them.
Yeah, people are excited about him this year.
Yeah.
$30 on the blue disco out of 50.
Okay, 30. Cool. Okay.
The copper, I had, courtside, I had a 20.
Yep. Same.
And then the orange optic, I had a 10.
Okay. I had that one at 20, but we're squaring up on a few of these by $10, so I'm okay with that.
Okay, so next up was the red optic.
Yep.
And I had that one at $5.
That's it. Okay, so this one I had at 20.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember. Let me pull up. I'm going to pull up my phone and we'll look and see.
Okay.
This is a good comparison example. I was kind of hoping we'd have one that comes up like this just to see, you know, where some of the differences can come from when you're looking at these.
The way I got it, there was a PSA 10 sale, so I just halved it. But I think that 10 sale was low.
Gotcha.
I would agree with you there.
Okay, so I'll look up. I'm going to look up Donte Optic Red, and we'll do raw fast break. So I'm seeing a sale recently for $19.99 on 6/28. Yeah, for this one in raw from In Market Movers. So
I'd probably average those last 3 sales. I mean, that $1.25 sale makes
that
no
looks
sense.
like that's from, well, so those ones are old.
Yeah.
I guess it just hasn't sold. So
I'm
that's the
fine
only
with
one that's
selling it at
recent.
20 then. Yeah. If it's
Oh,
sold-
actually, I see. Okay, now I see that one actually was from a year ago. I thought that said 2024. So maybe that's why I had 20. I don't know. What do you think? You tell me.
15.
Sure, that sounds good.
Next, you had 2 of the lime green Donte color match.
Yep.
I had those at $25.
Cool. Okay, that works. I had them at 30, but
The Prism Rookie Auto, these were incredibly hard to hit. 15.
15 Prism. Yep, that works. I had it at 12.
Okay. The Origins I had at 25. The one to 99.
Okay, I had that one at 40, but we'll do 25. I think we're coming out at a wash here. The number I'm really curious to see when we get to the total, how close it is, because I think we're gonna be pretty close.
Pink Velocity.
Yep.
That one I had at 25.
Okay, yep. See, I had that one at 15, so
There you go. The Optic Choice Auto,
that's a nice card.
that is 65.
Same exact.
And we got the Revolution. We had that at 15.
15. Okay, that's another one that I had that one at 35. Let me look at that one in Market Movers again.
Okay.
Donte. So there's a couple of sales recently. We've got one that was 25, one that was 46. Then I guess these ones more recently were around 20, 15, 20. So
Would you have it at?
I had it at, what did I have it? I had it at 35, but I was probably splitting the difference on those 2 most recent sales. But what about 25 on that one?
How about we do this? A lot of people in this hobby do coin flips.
Okay.
I got something here special at Cards HQ.
I like it. Okay.
I want to challenge you to a horse race.
I don't know what that means, but I'm in.
All right.
I'm in.
All right. So,
Oh boy.
you're gonna pick odd or even,
Okay.
and you'll get a horse. So then you'll be rooting for those horses.
Okay. Oh my. Oh man. I've been to the Kentucky Derby. This is giving me awesome flashbacks. All right. So I got to go odd or even.
Yep.
I'm gonna. Oh man. Blue, orange. You know what? Jeff's Gator colors. We'll see if those win or lose for me. I'm gonna go odd.
So once you're ready, you lift the gate right there.
Okay.
You got a handle right there.
Ready, set.
Come on, evens.
Let's go. Let's go. Gator colors. Oh! Orange. Fantastic. This is how you do business. This is how you do business.
All right.
I like it.
25.
25. Woo!
All right,
That was fun. All right, we got a couple left.
All right. Back
That's
to
a nice
business.
little hack to pull out of the. This is like a carnival game. I thought I was destined to lose no matter what. He's got some secret lever underneath that makes even win.
This one was incredibly hard to find. The platinum medallion.
Those are tough, yeah. So that
I
was,
love the card.
Yeah. So
But
let's
I had
see.
it at 20.
Let's see, Theo, where did I put that rat lift? Yeah, 20 works for me. That one was tough to value. I was looking at other players of a similar ilk.
Yeah,
the
I did the
Platinums
same
have gotten
thing.
like very popular in the last year, but yeah, it's a cool card.
This is another tough one.
This was the one I was really curious to see what you were going to value this at.
I'm curious of what you put too.
Well, I know what I paid for it. That's what I did. I know what I paid for it,
Okay.
which I thought was a really good deal. So
Obviously, you can't find this. It's a one-on-one.
it's a one of one.
Can't find that card ever selling, but I looked at recent like Panini
Yeah.
one-on-ones of Tatis.
Yeah.
They were selling anywhere from 100 to 200.
Yeah,
So I put it at 120.
I'll take it. I'm not even going to tell you what I paid for it.
I saw
No.
what you paid.
I paid like 50 for it.
Hey,
so
that's profit.
That works. So I mean, that's what when I find cards like that. Sometimes I look. It wasn't a card I was like actively searching for, but I do have certain eBay save searches for one of ones, and I look for things that are niche, and sometimes they just fly under the radar. I think that like E-Top's Wade card, for example, the last comp that sold was probably one because it's like an obscure set that just people didn't really see or like catch on to, and that's why it went low. Whereas like if you have that in your shop or at a show, I feel like that's a $125, $150 card, like easily. So this is, I'll take that.
Okay.
That might bump me over. So I'm gonna take a minute and did you already, I guess we'll have to total these up separately. So let me take a minute and total these up and we'll see kind of where your number came in and what we agreed on compared to what I had. All right, what you got?
1236.
1236, same number. That always helps. Where it's like double entry accounting. I had it at 1225 when I comped it out. So that's like, it's interesting to go through, right? You can have like $5 differences on cards either way. Obviously you were paying more on the Tatis, but then there were a few like that you were lower on. Overall, I think that comes out, you know, really close to where I wanted to be. So now talk through the process between like when people are considering cash versus store credit and how you guys pay that out.
Yeah, it's up to you. Here we do 70% for cash
Yep.
and 80% for store credit.
Okay.
You can mix and match too. We can divide it up if you saw something that showcases you like.
I still have some more, I still have some store credit because I've done a few deals with you guys now, very easy to do deals. And this time I mentioned I just had to get a new car. So I'm gonna take the cash
Awesome.
and bankroll a few months of car payment to help pay that thing off. So
Well, it was easy work with
I
you,
appreciate
Teapot.
it, sir.
And let's
Show
get
me
you
the
some
money.
cash.
All right. Beautiful. Thank you very much, sir. I want to know from all of you, do you have a card shop in your area? Is it as easy to deal with them as it is here to deal with Ryan and the rest of his team? This has been really nice working in the card shop. I will say they've gotten a fair share of my money too, as I've been out buying things on cash and on store credit. Don't tell my wife. But she's always happy when I come home with a stack of cash, and it's always a pleasure doing business. So hope you enjoyed this video. We'll be back next week talking about how to comp rare cards and some other topics. Until next time, happy investing, keep on collecting, and make sure to have fun.